Alright, I think we're live on the interwebs. Alright, let me see if this works. Alright. Welcome, Planeswalkers. It's funny how I gotta shrink myself down to fit myself inside Mech. Welcome, hello, Planeswalkers. I'm Mike Shinobi. Just a second. No, I'm Maverick. So, what you're about to see is the beginning of a project I've been building the pieces on for a while. This is a game that I like to call Ashes of the Breach, a custom story-driven tabletop campaign about survival, massive machines, and things through fractures in reality. Things that we don't fully understand. The world you know is gone. Burned by something that we now call the Meltdown. A chain reaction experiment, an energy reaction. It just failed. It actually reshaped everything. Cities turned into ash. Skies poisoned. And something else started coming through the dimensional gateways. Burned out in something that we like to call the Meltdown. So, I'm the one who survived. Maverick. One of the few trained to pilot the thermally powered mechs. The last line between what's left of humanity and what's trying to take it. Maverick isn't a hero. Not really. He pilots machines that weren't meant to last. Fights things that shouldn't even exist. And carries the weight, knowing that the world he's trying to protect was broken by the people just like him. They call me the Scion of the Meltdown. Not just because I earned it, but because I'm tied to the architects of the Meltdown. Their legacy didn't die with them. So, I'm standing here right now so I can fight, not for the redemption, not for glory. This whole project didn't come from, not just to make sure there was something left here and now. So this project didn't just come about out of nowhere. This has been kind of a game that I've been stitching together for a long time. Back in 2022, I bought this. Pacific Rim Extinction. I love the first Pacific Rim game. I thought the second movie was going to be awesome. Little did we know, it was actually going to be the end of a franchise. So, what I did was I've had this on the shelf since 2022. I redid the game room and I moved it around again. And I said, why didn't I ever learn this new game? Why didn't I ever pick this up? It's because I didn't want to learn a whole new game. And so what I did is I cannibalized it. I took the miniatures and I took other ideas from other games and adventures like Tiny Frontiers, Mechs and Monsters, comic books like Pacific Rim. I think this one's Aftermath. And then, of course, the Pacific Rim Extinction game, which I cannibalized. I took all of the good ideas, and I made this, Ashes of the Breach. So, I took all these ideas, they put them on my shelf for a while, so I salvaged, and I rebuilt it. Turned it into something new, and this is just the beginning. Early missions, first encounters, something new. So, if you're into giant robots, And kaiju, like Godzilla, this is a narrative-driven tabletop full of chaos. Welcome to the first mission, and let's see how Maverick does. Let's get into the game, you guys. I'm excited. I'm excited to start something new. This is Ashes of the Breach. Alright, so here he is. I'm trying out some new technology, new old technology. So Maverick comes close. The gate opens. He enters. I think I'll put Maverick right there. Okay, so let's do some let's talk about the. So one of the things that I took from that Pacific Rim game is this thing. This is the turn tracker order marker. And what I'm going to use this as, something that I developed during my Edge of Eternities game. I'm going to use this as the kind of like it's my story beat. With every turn, I'm going to increase this, and for every round, there's going to be a new piece of story-driven thing that happens. I think I'm just going to use this like Planeswalker dice? Yeah. To keep track of the rounds. So, round 1, Introduction. The training yard is a maze of shipping containers, cranes, and rusted platforms. And you guys can see that in the bottom right corner. Here is the map. Military banners of the World Defense Force hang limp in an industrial wind. Technicians shout orders. Sparks fly from welding rigs. Enter Maverick. Oh, there he is. There he is. Maverick. Maybe he goes over here. He examines this crystalline shard. They call me Maverick. I'm one of the few trained to handle these thermally powered mechs. Grew up in the ruins of the Meltdown. Survived what no one else did. So let's see, Maverick's got a move of 6, so he's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now he's off the screen. Maverick? Maverick, you can't be doing that, dude. I think if I click this button, you can see him. Alright. Oh, but you can't see the scientist no more. Let's move him closer. Little science guy. Engineer. Dry and skeptical. Are you a survivor? Pilot? Or a glorified scrap picker? Maverick turns. A little bit of both. But here, I make the call. Scrapper. His mech. And it's not the Scrapper from that Pacific Rim Extinction game. I got the idea to include Scrapper from the Pacific Rim Miniatures game, but I wanted to make... Alright. Oh, I'm just checking the stream. It's not the Scrapper from the Pacific Rim movie. And we're not gonna call these Jaegers or Jaggers. We're gonna call them mechs. For some reason, there's a problem with the mech genre where you can't call the thing what it's actually called. And I think that's appalling. So anyway, Scrapper stands there on a maintenance platform. The T-0 Prometheus combat frame, a skeletal training mech, stripped of war paint and personality. Maverick approaches the cockpit. Not much of a titan, are you? Yet. Just metal and bolts, like me. see your thermal sync abilities. This allows the fusion between humans and neural patterns and mech cores. That's the point, I guess. Meld the man with the machine. Start small. Learn the motions. The World Defense Force doesn't throw recruits at the breach. We build them, one step at a time. He climbs the ladder and touches the cockpit console. Scrapper, an old name, but a good name. Means we're starting from the ground up. The canopy closes and the systems come to life. Alright, so now the gameplay objectives are, we're going to basically learn mech movement and basic activation. There's not really going to be any enemies yet for this first round, and we're going to explore the yard. So that is the very first turn. So let's go over some housekeeping. I'm just plugging this thing back in. Okay, so we got some army cards. I got here Maverick, the scion of the Meltdown. So Maverick is a mecha pilot. He's got 8 life, 6 moves, 3 range, and he's a 4/4. He's a hero creature, and he's red and black. He's also a drift prodigy. So when Maverick is placed on a mech army card, that mech may add 1 to its move and to its attack. He also likes to push mechs past its limit. So once a turn, if a mech Maverick is piloting would receive 1 or more damage, you may ignore 1 of those damage. And then because he has humble beginnings with Scrapper, he's got Scrapper's instincts. So if Maverick is not piloting a mech, he gets +1 attack while attacking a large or huge figure. And then, of course, in the culmination of my entire story arc, which will be a 9-part story arc, he is the master of the Meltdown. While Maverick is piloting a mech with reactor instability, that mech does not receive damage from reactor instability, and it has crew 4, which luckily he's a 4/4. So Maverick jumps into the mech. Now, what does Scrapper, the mech, look like? So, Scrapper is the Ember of the Breach. Now, this was the BattleTech random mech box that I got when I went to the game store, and I did a live painting video. And people were commenting left and right, talking about BattleTech, welcome to BattleTech, and all this and that. Well, guess what? Just like how I didn't want to learn a new game, I am not going to play BattleTech. I am going to make my own custom stuff on this channel. The problem I think I'm going to have with BattleTech is it has a shit ton of lore. And I'm not going to follow any of that, and I'm going to make up my own stuff. Because that's what we do here on Mystic Miniatures Forge. So this is an artifact vehicle mech. It's got 6 life, 6 move, 1 range, and it's a 4/3. It's got that crew mechanic, where when it's summoned, you may choose for activation, place a figure you control with total power 4 more on this card. It then becomes an artifact creature. If it has no figures on it, then it's no longer a creature. So as long as you have a creature on this army card, it's a creature. And then he's got scrap built agility, does not take leaving engagement attacks when defending, add 1 automatic shield. So yeah, Scrapper's gonna hang out for a little bit. Fragile but fierce. If this mech has 3 or more damage markers on it, it gets +2 attack. And then paying homage back to it being a Javelin class BattleTech mech, I gave it this ability called Alpha Strike. Once per game, roll the 6-sided die, which is a total Shinobi Mystic custom thing. Rolling a 6-sided die on my Arena of the Planeswalker army cards, the result is X. If you roll a 1, re-roll that die. Target a single figure within line of sight, and they get X unblockable damage. Yeah. Alright, so Scrapper online. Wonder if I could play the sound effect real fast.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Alright. So, Mecha, we've got Scrapper online. So, he jumps inside of the mech, and now we've got Scrapper online. I'm going to, at this time, draw 3 custom spell cards. Now, wait a second. Mike, Shinobi, Maverick's not a Planeswalker. Yeah, I know. I could have made him a Planeswalker, but I felt like, instead, I'm going to use Planeswalkers in my story with other story-driven narratives. Yes, famous Planeswalkers from Magic the Gathering will show up in my story, but not today. I'm just going to kind of use the spell cards with the hero creature. Maybe because of Maverick surviving the Meltdown, he has access to spells. But yeah, I'm doing my own shit here. Alright, the 3 spell cards we got. The very first one is Afterburner Riposte. So it's like a fancy sword fighting move. So it's a sorcery. Target an artifact creature you control. It gains first strike. Yeah, give the mech first strike. Alright, there we go. Give the mech first strike. The next spell card that we got is Nano Metal Buffer Layer. So, as it's a hidden enchantment, so as the flip nano layer, nano metal, now I have to say it out loud. Flip nano metal buffer layer over when enchanted artifact is attacked. Reduce it by 2 and then destroy the buffer layer. And as you can see, he's getting blasted by Godzilla. And, you know, he's still looking pretty shiny. And then the last spell card that I made for myself is called Tactical Action, and it's really, I guess, him at the comm pod or the mech, you know, the touchscreen of the mech. It's a sorcery. Remove up to 2 damage markers from an artifact creature you control. It gets +1 attack until end of turn. Tactical Action. Now, a lot of these cards were ideas that I borrowed from the Pacific Rim Extinctions miniatures game. In that game, it came with a whole bunch of cards. Yeah, I think those are them right there. The things with the little red thing at the bottom. It had basically spell cards. And so I was like, yoink. And I didn't even really change the names too much. I just took the idea of what they did and adapted it for our wonderful, beautiful game. That's what you gotta do, you guys. You don't start playing new games. Just take what's good and discard the rest. Alright, so that is the end of round 1. Yeah, I'm gonna call that the end of round 1. Let's fucking go. Alright, Reactor, online. So strap into your harness. Power up your core. Activate your afterburners. And let's fucking go. Let's see. Yeah, it's only 8:18. Oh, and by the way, I'm filming this on St. Patrick's Day. So make sure you grab your Guinness and hang out with me tonight. Alright, so let's go. So Scrapper online. Alright, let's zoom out some. I'm just trying to. It's hard. The camera has an app where you can like connect it, but it doesn't fucking connect. So sorry. All right. So Scrap diddly yapper. Can you guys see that? Nope. Gotta be able to see it, otherwise the story won't make no sense. There we go. One more. Okay. All right. So Scrapper online. So Scrapper. So because Maverick is a drift prodigy, Scrapper's got a move of 7. So we go 1, you know, squeeze me, 2, 3, moving through friendly figures like the scientist man. Oh, it's so weird. Oh, the scientist guy, he's like the same size as Scrapper. Yes, I do have conflicting scales, but I'm also playing a miniatures game. And you know what? I've come to find out that scale doesn't fucking matter. If you're having fun, that's all that matters. I'm not necessarily going to have a lot of missions where I have like on foot versus... You know, like I'm not going to mix on foot and mech levels. It's either going to be you're in the mech or you're on foot. And that's it. And I'm not gonna really mix the two. If I do, it'll be like a planeswalker, and they're usually like on the hill watching the battle unfold and casting spells and having aid in that fashion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh. Okay, can you guys even see that? Scrapper, is that wall in the way? I'm just gonna move him plus 1 more. So Scrapper is over here and he's looking at this thing. What is that thing? Maverick, he realizes that his tactical readout is observed. Oh, I'm zoomed in as far as I possibly can go. So Maverick, he's checking it out with his tactical readout, and he realizes that there is something in the junkyard near a broken cargo container. I don't know, there's like a little hill here full of stuff, and you guys can see it in the top-down view. In the junkyard, near a broken cargo container, something glimmers. Crystals, jagged, unnatural, embedded in twisted metal. Just making sure the music's not too loud. But no, you guys could probably hear me better than you ever can. Using some new technology there, so that's helping great. So these crystals, they pulse faintly, as if breathing. Maverick in the cockpit, peering down. And I was supposed to have a button where like Maverick would pop up on the screen when he talked and shit. So I'm just gonna hold up the army card. Maverick. Maybe he makes Scrapper go down to its knee. Not scrap. Not metal. I've never seen anything like this before. Could it be breach residue? No. It's too clean. Too structured. Like it wants to be something. He then reaches out with a mechanical manipulator and lifts one of the crystals. It's warm. Light bends around it. A distant echo, like ocean waves or a collapsing tunnel, whispers in his mind. Maverick says, "Better collect a sample. World Defense Force Science Division will want to see this." He then stores the crystal in a containment pouch on his mech. I'm just going to put it on the mech's army card. Or the Maverick's army card, doesn't matter. Alright, so that's the end of the second round, where he was to find and interact with the crystal, and there's no combat. What a fun game! Nothing really happens. Alright. So, wasn't I supposed to draw a spell card? Yeah, probably. Let's pick that thing up. Alright, so the spell card for for round 2 was Reinforced Cockpit. Yeah, look at that. It's nice and beefy. It's a hidden enchant artifact. Flip it over when the enchanted artifact is attacked. You may roll 2 sets of combat dice when defending. Simply just use the better of the 2. That's a reinforced cockpit right there. Yeah! There it is, you guys. Alright, so now I'm going to move into round 3. So I'm trying to think of this. Oh, this is called the alert marker. And I was like, what do I call this thing? It's like, I know I had a name for this thing. Yeah, so this is the alert tracker marker. So we're gonna go from alert 2, bling. We're gonna go to alert 3. Look at that, we're almost halfway through the game already. Fucking kicking ass. All right, let me readjust the camera, and then we're gonna be able to rock and roll here. So what's over there? Nothing. What's over there? Nothing. Alright, I think we need a better view. Yeah, something about like that. Okay, so it's funny, I thought I had a little door there or something. Alright, so bling. So we're gonna draw a card. The next spell card that I drew is Flying Knee Strike. And it's fucking hilarious. So it's never been a better time to make your own army cards. The hardest part of making army cards and spell cards is finding the art for the cards. If you got known figures, it's pretty easy. Like, oh, you're like, oh, this is the magic card that I want to make the card for. But if you're making stuff up, it's hard. And what I've come to find out is that AI art has a hard time knowing what a fucking flying knee strike is. Because every time, like out of the 6 times it generated this, it's always been kicking it with the top of its foot. Like the knee comes close but never makes contact. Anyway, target an artifact creature you control until end of turn. That creature gets +2 hits, +2 attack when attacking an adjacent creature until end of turn. Flying knee strike! Alright, so yeah, we're gonna be able to freaking do some flying knees. Alright, at this time, let's move Scrapper around. So Scrapper's gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, right there. Scrapper! Alright, and then now that's the end of round 3, and alarms blare. Meow! 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 Red alert! Red alert! Oh, cool. And that actually sounds like battle music, so I'm getting excited. Alarms blare. 2. Aegis. Support units deploy from a nearby bay. And I thought I left a door here, but I must have put it somewhere else. Yeah, it's like over here on the bottom right side. Alright, can you guys see that? And the answer is no. Why can't you see that? There it is. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna like not make it easy for you guys to see. Are we zoomed in all the way? We are zoomed in all the way. Alright, can I do this? That helps. All right. And if you've been part of the channel, you might know who these guys are. They're from Heroscape. They are the was it something guards? What are they? Like, where does it say that? I'm not even gonna. It's like this tablet is way too slow for that. I think they're called like the Zentenian Guards or something. I don't know. I don't play Heroscape. I play Arena of the Planeswalker, and I grab all the cool stuff from Heroscape, like the terrain and the special abilities. Okay, so the Aegis support units, the ZG1 and 2. So I did pay homage to their Heroscape lineage by calling them the ZG1 and 2. These are autonomous defense bots designed for training resistance. They move with mechanical precision. They're not enemies, they're tests. So, the training AI, automated voice, combat simulation initiated. Objective, neutralize targets. Safety protocols engaged. Maverick. He then tightens his hands on the control pods. Alright, Scrapper. Let's see what you can do. Alright, so now the objective is to defeat both Aegis support units. And we're going to learn the attack mechanics. Alright, so that is round 3. So these guys got summoned. Oh, let's talk about their army card. Yeah, I don't want to not talk about their army card and stuff. I gotta move Maverick. I feel like he's gonna get damaged where he is. Move him to a safer place. Alright, so they basically, they're Aegis support units, and I literally took the Heroscape figure pictures, fed it into AI, and came up with this lovely thing. It looks awesome. So they're artifact squad creatures, robot drones. Got 3 life, 5 move, 5 range, and they're 2/2s. They got bodyguard patrol. When an adjacent corporate drone or mech would receive damage, you may place 1 of that damage on the Aegis support unit. Notice I'm starting to use the word damage instead of wounds in my army cards. And then look, there's actually free space. I only give them 2 abilities instead of like 10. Aegis targeting. When attacking, if it's your second Aegis support unit attacks the same figure as the first one, they get +1, which I believe is what's on their Heroscape army card too. So, kind of just paying homage to that lineage. So, all right, so that's round 3. Yeah, let's get into round 4. So then, oh, I guess what I'll do, that's the end of that round. Now it's back to Maverick. So Maverick's going to pick up his next spell card. Yeah, we're flying through these spell cards. He's going to get regenerative kinetics, which means he like punches people in the face and then he gets to do it again or something. Sorcery. Target an artifact creature you control. If that figure doesn't have any damage, it gets +1 move and +1 damage until end of turn. Ooh, let's use that. Let's use that. Yeah, let's use that right now. So it's round 4. When should I? That was the end of round 3. I always feel like the round markers should go at the end. Yeah, am I doing this stuff too fast? It's hard with no combat. I'm like losing my pace. But I'll do it after. Alright, so I'm actually going to play that card. I'm going to play it on Scrapper. So Scrapper only has range 1. So I'm just going to get into combat then, I guess. Yeah, he's only got range 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to move in. He's going to hit that one. Yeah, let's do it, you guys. Let's roll some dice. Which I actually forgot to grab my dice. My dice pods. Whoop. These gloves are cool, but they're they got a cool outlay. They look cool, but they're slippery on the inside. Real slip. My junk. Yeah, the gloves are cool, but damn. It's making it impossible to play the game. Gloves have got to go. The gloves have got to go. So funny. No wonder why I never wore those gloves. 4. So he's got base 4, +1 for Drift Prodigy, and then +1 for regenerative kinetics. And he's gonna attack that drone. And he hits the drone for 3 hits. Just kinda... yeah. Is that still too bright? I turned down the brightness. It's only 25% brightness in here. And I feel like it's still too bright. So 3 hits. And then that Aegis support only has 2 dice. And he got hit, he got blocks 1. So he takes 2 damage. So he takes 2. He's leaking some fluids there. Alright, let's see, that was that. And then I'm going to put that nano metal buffer layer on Scrapper. Flip nano metal buffer layer when it's attacked. Reduce that damage by 2. So the next time he gets attacked, probably won't even really do nothing. Alright, so now that was Scrapper's turn. Yeah. The Aegis support unit is now their turn. Yeah. Now I'm gonna draw for them. Should I? No. I'm just gonna leave it alone. I have a spell deck made up for them too. These are my spell deck holders. I custom made these. Alright. It's funny how all this is happening in the back corner of the junkyard, but you know, it is what it is. I actually probably think I think it's working out. It's funny, you make up this entire map, you think you're gonna capitalize and use the whole thing, but not always. Alright, so training mission activated. So yeah. Oh, and they're not adjacent. There's actually a gap, so I couldn't do that. So this one is gonna jump up here at 1, 2. He's gonna fire down a Scrapper. This one's engaged, and he's just gonna shoot as is. So the one up on the hill is gonna shoot down at Scrapper. So that's 2 hits. Now, what does it say? The hidden enchantment kicks off. Nano metal buffer layer. Flip it. When enchanted artifact is attacked, reduce that damage by 2 and then destroy it. So that's the 2 damage, so I reduce it to nothing. I'm not even gonna roll for defense. I know I technically probably still should. That's like the rules or something, but I don't know. I'm just gonna. It's Guinness time. This model versus this model. Man, I gotta get a laser pointer. These guys are fighting. Sounds like battle music too, which is badass. So it's gonna be 2. And that's 1 hit. And then Scrapper's got 3 defense. But it was 1 hit. But then Scrapper's got scrap built agility. When defending, add 1 automatic hit. Add 1 automatic shield. Scrap built agility. Plus, Maverick has an ability. Now that I look at him. Oh, that's yeah. Push it past its limits. Once per turn, if a mech Maverick is piloting would receive 1 or more damage, you may ignore 1 of that damage. Oh, somebody's got the what do I always call it? Plot armor? Yeah, he's got some hardcore plot armor. Well, I mean, I didn't want Maverick to die on the training mission. Heck, I guess I didn't even want him to take a wound. Damage. Okay. Well, that was their failed test there. So now that concludes the end of round 4. And round 4 was the continued battle of the Aegis support units, the ZG1 and 2. So now we're on to... Yeah, now we kind of are on to round 5, and then we're going to go from there. So, draw, and now it's back to Maverick piloting Scrapper. Scrapper's got holographic emitters. What? What? This is a enchantment aura, enchant artifact. Uh-oh. It's supposed to be a hidden enchant, and I forgot to put the word hidden on it because it says flip holographic emitters over, but it doesn't say it's a hidden enchant. So this is me messing up a little bit. Whoopsie. That's what happens when I work on cards first thing in the morning and still sleepy. Okay, so flip the holographic emitter over. When this artifact creature is attacked, gets +5 until end of turn. Destroy holographic emitter. It's basically survive the night. So, yeah, for 10 points. 10, sir. Let's see. I'm gonna have Scrapper attack that drone again. So that's gonna be the 4 plus the 1 for Drift Prodigy. Is he drifting? Yeah, he is. So that was 2 hits and 3 shields. So 2 hits. And now the support unit, the one he's adjacent to. These 2 guys. They're fighting. I got nulls. So Scrapper. Target neutralized. Scrapper took him down. So that's one of the Aegis support units down. Alright, and now it's the other one. Turn for retribution. There it is. It's funny because in that BattleTech game, like, you have to use a movement point just to pivot. Now I'm just gonna. This is the end of my turn. I'm gonna pivot my guy. So, bodyguard pro. No. Oh, I totally forgot to do the AJS targeting. Whoops. Oh, whatever. So he's gonna rain down, even though he's not. There we go. Now he's gonna rain down. Now he's actually facing the right way. So that's gonna be 3 against 3. So that's 2 hits. Then we got 2 shields. Plus the other things he's got going on. Alright. Round 5. So, where do I want this to happen? I'm just trying to think. Yeah, because there you go. You get Scrapper. No, that looks like crap. Fuck. Making my stuff look like shit. Alright. So you got Scrapper fighting over there. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to have this guy up here. Hey! Look at that. If anybody watching the channel knows anything about Heroscape, that's that legendary soldier guy from Heroscape. I'm blanking on his name right now because I'm too busy running my game. Alright. The round 5, Vic Hoskins, War Doctrine. So, we now have the introduction of Vic. Basically, he's like G.I. Joe. It's great that he, you guys can't see him either. Way too blurry. It's only 4K, so we got Vic Hoskins, War Doctrine. Right? G.I. Joe! He's got, what was it, Sergeant Drake or some shit? Is that what his name is? Human Soldier Pilot. 5 life, 5 move, 1 range, and he's a 3/4. He's got fire superiority. The mech he is piloting attacks a non-adjacent figure, it gets +1 attack. Target prioritization. If a mech he's piloting attacks a figure that has no damage, he gets +1 power. And then overwhelming barrage. Once per turn after a mech he's piloting destroys a figure with a non-adjacent attack, choose another enemy figure within 3 spaces of that figure, and it just simply receives 1 damage. Anyway, let's bust out some more Heroscape figures. So maybe he decides. So Vic, the Iron Sentinel, the Death Walker 9000, descends from a platform above. Yeah, is there a platform? Ideally, it would be like something like this. Descends from a. Ooh, is that even gonna work? Like, why isn't that working? And then it would just like go back up. And then what the hell did I find that? It was right there. Mech. So this is the Iron Sentinel, the Deathwalker 9000. Yeah, if you've ever played Heroscape, you guys have seen that guy. So it's an artifact hero robot drone. It's funny, it says it's a drone, but it's actually a mech. This is kind of another little fuck up. 7 life, 4 move, 6 range, and he's a 5/6. Railgun Overwatch. If this drone did not move, you may attack twice. Self-repair protocol. At the end of the this guy's turn. If it took no damage, remove damage from it, and then a wall of space. Yeah, 100 points, please. All right, so that's me playing with my Heroscape figures that I've had in a box since the year 2000. So the Iron Sentinel DW-9K descends from a platform above, massive, armored, Doctrine in metal, piloted by none other than Sergeant Vic Hoskins, War Doctrine in metal. He's a hardened officer of the World Defense Force. He speaks through external speakers. Training wheels off, recruit. The breach doesn't care about hesitation. Neither do we. Machines fight. Humans survive. That's Doctrine. Maverick straightens. Whoa! Maverick, maybe him in his chair. I'm here to learn. I don't have anything to prove. Vic's tone tightens. Learning happens in failure. Don't fail. So now the new objective is to defeat the Iron Sentinel Deathwalker 9000 and survive his doctrinal pressure. There was some smudge on the on my template here. My data pad or data slate. Actually, I like that one. Data slate. All right, so that's the end of round 5. Or the beginning of round 5? When do I do that? Right. So that's the end of the round. Now it goes. So he just summoned. The Aegis support had a chance to attack. Yeah, so now it's back to Maverick. Alright. Destroy! I love that. The music's like perfect. So now Maverick gets his next army card. No, spell card. It's a heat-resistant armored plate. This one does say hidden enchant. Flip it over. When a mech is attacked with a non-adjacent attack, reduce it by 2. So I feel like where Scrapper has to kind of deal with this guy before he goes and deals with the big guy, and he only has a range of 1, he's gonna he's gonna play this heat-resistant armored plate just to help with whatever heat he's about to take. And then because he wants to make sure, let's see, so I'm gonna play the sorcery, the flying knee strike. I'm gonna play the flying knee strike on the Aegis. He's gonna basically do the flying knee strike on the Aegis support. So target an artifact creature you control. Until end of turn, that creature gets +2 attack when attacking an adjacent creature until end of turn. So so Scrapper's gonna try to mess that guy up. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. We're in the corner. It's kind of sucks that I have to corner myself, but jump up there so we're at the same height elevation. I mean, can you guys even see that? Yeah. Everything's so blurry all of a sudden. Well, I guess the lighting doesn't help. I got the projector and everything. And they're on top of like some cars and stuff. It's actually pretty sweet looking. So, okay, Scrapper. There we go. Maybe that helped. Got my Mystic Miniatures Forge logo. so funny. I've had that on there for over a year now from doing the Mystic Miniatures Forge like the thing. Alright, so flying knee strike. So that's going to be 4 plus 1 for Drift Prodigy plus 2 more. So 4, 5, 6, 7 dice. Yeah! Let's kick it into overdrive. So you really gotta activate your afterburners now. Flying knee strike. Ho! Alright, so we got 3 hits. 2 shields and a blank. So it's really 3. The Aegis support only rolls 2 dice. And we got it. We got it with that 3 hits. It got a hit and a blank. So the flying knee strike slams them down. Yeah! That's the kind of gameplay I wanted on the channel. That's the shit that I really wanted to try to do today. Alright. So that completes the was it the Zenian guards? The Aegis support Aegis. I don't know. These guys, these Heroscape miniatures that I've had for years that I didn't know what I was gonna do with, I found a purpose to them. They're gonna fight Godzilla. Alright, they have fallen. So they have fallen. Now it's Vic's turn. So Vic, he looks at his tactical readout. He targets the scrapper. Let me readjust the camera for all you guys at home. Now you get a better view of the whole battleground. Yeah, we're in the junkyard. In the junkyard. It's not like you guys probably couldn't tell from the bottom right corner. All right, so he's got to move a 4. I don't know if I should move him because then he'll move. Oh no, I'll just move this out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I'll just put him right there. And then he's got a range of 6. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's still way too far away. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where did he go? He's right there. Oh, but Shinobi, why are you destroying the terrain? Well, because I'm playing a game and I'm making a video. I don't want you guys not to be able to see the characters playing the game. So, yeah, I mean, I'll put the terrain. I'll take the terrain away and I'll put it back if I need to. I mean, I know how I set the shit up. So it's not that big of a deal. All right. So he's stomping around. He's getting ready for his attack barrage. So, railguns. If this drone did not move, nope. But then he's got fire superiority. If he's piloting a mech and he attacks a non-adjacent figure, it gets +1 attack. And if he's attacking a figure that has no damage, he gets another +1. So this is gonna be 7 attacks. This is the true test. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, and then Scrapper gets +1 defense for his elevation. And then he's got Scrapper agility and a hidden enchantment. Okay, so here it is. So the Iron Sentinel is gonna begin his attack. Nope. Dice are spilling out of the cup. I can not roll a dice. That'd be helpful too. Ooh. I mean, all it takes is 1 good hit. And the training mission is over. Alright, so this is what we got. We got 3 hits right there. 3 hits to Scrapper. So, when he goes to do that, that activates. Flip the heat-resistant armored plate. When enchanted artifact or mech is attacked with a non-adjacent attack, reduce that damage by 2. Alright. So that 2 then becomes really 1. And now I roll for Scrapper's defense. He didn't get any. He got 3 hits and a blank. So that 1 damage. But Scrapper then also has his when defending, Scrapper agility. When defending, add 1 automatic shield. So that saved him. So yeah, he doesn't take any damage. Once again, he is the golden boy. Alright, so now that's the end of round 6. The event beat. Unusual phenomena occur in the training yard. Unusual phenomena around the training yard and shipyard, scrap field. Small tremors ripple through the scrapyard when heavy machines are inactive. Sensors attribute the readings to unstable ground beneath the scrapyard, but the patterns are irregular. Alright, there it is. Some kind of something is happening. Oh, Scrapper! I'm actually gonna make Scrapper fall. Yeah, oh! Yeah, Scrapper falls, and I'm gonna give him 1 point of damage. Son of a bitch. Alright, so that's the end of round 6. So now, Maverick goes to pick up his next army card, spell card, and it's a repair drone. That's cool. Hidden enchant artifact. Flip repair drones over when this guy is damaged. Remove damage equal to half its starting life total, rounded down. 20 points. Alright, so alright, let's see here. So Iron Sentinel has a 6 defense, so I'm just looking at the Iron Sentinel. He's got 7 life, and he's a 5/6. So I'm going to play Reinforced Cockpit on Scrapper. That's the Survive the Night where you get +5. Oh no, you roll 2 sets of defense dice and you take the 2 of the better. And I'm gonna also. No wonder why he's getting so warm. This might be a mistake, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna activate Scrapper's ability, Alpha Strike. So remember, I said Scrapper was from the BattleTech miniatures game, and it's like a Lancer type mech, which means he's kind of like a scout level mech, which also gave me the idea of calling him Scrappers, like a Scrapper Scout, Ember of the Breach. But I gave him this ability, Alpha Strike, once per game. So I'm gonna do my once per game ability. Roll a 6-sided die. The result is X. If I roll 1, re-roll it. Target a single figure within line of sight. X unblockable damage. Is that instead of attacking? It doesn't say it's instead of attacking. Do special abilities replace your attack? Special attacks replace a figure's normal attack for that turn, but other special abilities' powers often do not. A special attack is clearly labeled such on the army card and cannot be combined with height or other bonuses. Other special powers can be used in addition to normal attacks, unless they say instead of attacking. Okay, so maybe I should say instead of attacking? I don't know. I feel like I'm so busy doing the Alpha Strike. Alright, here's my six-sided die. Oh, let me grab a bigger one. Do I have a bigger one? I'll just grab one with the numerics. Alright. Now we're gonna grab it. Oh, there it is. I got the 6 for the. I got the 6. I rolled the correct dice apparently. So Alpha Strike rolled a 6-sided die. The result is X. So I just did 6 damage. Alpha Strike. Kamehameha! So that's 6 damage. He only has 7 life. Alright, so he got dealt damage, the 6 damage. Problem is that thing also has a repair protocol. So that's the end of Maverick's turn. Now it's Vic's turn. Oh, I got like a predatory strike. Enchant Planeswalker. Huh. If the drone did not move, you may attack twice this turn. Yeah, I'm gonna not move, and I'm gonna attempt to attack twice. If he's attacking a figure that has no damage. So that's gonna be 5 plus 6 for the fire superiority and the target prioritization. So we're gonna do 7 attack dice twice. It's gonna be 7 attack dice twice. That could kill Scrapper. Oh my gosh. Alright, so the first attack, the guard's very first attack, and it is it's range 6. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, Scrapper. Oh, dude, we got 4 hits, 2 shields, and a blank. So this is 4 hits going to Scrapper. Scrapper's got 3 shields. And then his reinforced cockpit is gonna kick in. Reinforced cockpit says flip it over. When enchanted artifact is attacked, roll 2 sets of dice while defending. Take the better of the 2. Oh, and then it doesn't say destroy. It's just like this thing permanently stays on him. It doesn't say destroy the cockpit. Should this be destroyed after, or should we just stay reinforced? I'm gonna stay reinforced. That thing is reinforced. Alright, so that's gonna be 3. So that's the first roll is 2 and a hit. And now the second version of the roll. Is gonna be 2 and a hit. So the same exact type of roll. So that's gonna be 2 damage plus 1 for Scrapper's Instinct, where he gets 1 automatic shield, and then push it past the push it past the limits. Once per turn, if a Mech Maverick is piloting would receive 1 or more damage, ignore 1 of that damage. So there it is. That was the first attack. But then we get 2 attacks. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All it takes is one good attack. 3. So that'll be 3 hits. 3 hits, 2 shield, 2 blanks. So that'll be 3. Scrapper's gonna roll. Got all 3 shields. I don't think I can roll better than that. So it's 3 shields. He blocks it all. And now that's the end of Vic's turn. And now we move the turn tracker marker, or the alert marker, is like what I like to call it. We're gonna, yeah, this thing is called the alert marker. It came with that Pacific Rim game. So we were on round 6. We're gonna move to round 7. And now, round 7, the Crisis Unit. Kinda shitty music for the Crisis Unit. Oh, I was like, why is this all the same? That's too bad I can't, like... Okay. So, the Crisis Unit. Okay. Oh, you guys got the whole view. All right, the yard shakes again. The containment gate ruptures. Containment gate ruptures. Maybe that's this thing. I'm gonna say that's this thing. Yeah. There we go. It's ruptured. The containment gate ruptures. Riot Platform number 9 rolls forward. A massive automated assault platform. Well, it's not completely automated. So here it is. It's the kind of Ed 209 looking thing. This was something that I got from like what is it? They were like a bucket of army men. And it had this miniature in there, and I was like, that thing looks sick. So, yeah, I call it Riot Platform number 9. Got 8 life, 4 move, 6 range. He's a 4/5 with crew. Lockdown targeting. If Riot Platform number 9 does not move, gets +1, and defending figures get -1. So it's like a better version of the almost like the railgun Overwatch. No, it's just different. We got lockdown targeting. Oh no, that's what I just read. And then industrial frame. It cannot be moved by enemy abilities. When it receives 3 or more damage, it may not use lockdown targeting. Alright, so Riot Platform number 9. Piloted by none other than yeah, it's funny, I got the miniature, but I'm like, oh, he's kind of in the machine. It's our buddy. We saw him over the summertime in Xenomorph Park. We got none other than Dum Dum Dugan. Yeah, he looks great, right? Nice and fuzzy. There you go, you fucking bitch. Dum Dum Dugan. Piloted. Oh, it says remotely by Dum Dum Dugan. Nicknamed the Iron Sergeant. This is not a test. This is Doctrine in action. Dum Dum Dugan overcomes. Training's over, kid. Real world doesn't hold back. Neither do we. And then Maverick has some dialogue. If you could see Maverick. Scrapper isn't built for war. Neither am I. Yet. Alright, so the new objective is to defeat Riot Platform number 9. And what is Dum Dum's abilities? Let's read them out. He's a 5 move, 5 range, 5 attack, 5 move, 4 attack, 5 defense. He's got some other abilities, but I can't read them. Hold the line. Pilot is adjacent to 2 or more other enemy figures. +1 defense. Defensive drills. If a mech Dum Dum Dugan is piloting, would roll defense dice. You may reroll 1 blank defense dice. And then he's got Last Stand. Once per game, the first time a mech Dum Dum Dugan is piloting would be destroyed. Roll a 20-sided die. On 11 or higher, it remains in play with 1 life. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I might not do that, because I kind of want the game to be over, and I want to be able to go to bed. Yeah. Alright, but here we are. So, Riot Platform number 9 is here to stay. Let's see what's going on here. Alright, I'm gonna once again have another sip of my Guinness. And now it's back to Maverick's turn. We got a spell card, it's called Nimble Mech. Sorcery, target and artifact creature you control. Until end of turn, that artifact may either move and attack, or attack and move. Oh, Shinobi, what are you doing, man? So for 25 points, I'm going to change up the game. I'm going to make it so they can either move and attack, or attack then move. Let's see how broken that affects the game. Oh, my reinforced thing worked. I haven't taken any damage. I need something to give them like extra power. Scrapper. Alright, Scrapper's gonna move in. See if he can destroy the Iron Sentinel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's stupid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Try to get behind him. That's even better. Nimble little minx, isn't he? Oh. It really looks like a scrapyard. Like when I zoom in like that, I'm like, wow, look at what I made. Alright, so Scrapper runs up behind him. So I'm gonna move, then attack. So it's 4 plus 1 for Drift Prodigy. Yeah, +1 move, +1 attack. So it's 5 versus 6. What? Oh, I must have been always playing a spell. Oh, so +1 for having the height advantage. So 4 base, +1 for the Drift Prodigy. Yeah, and then 1 for height advantage. I got 1. 3 blanks and 2 shields. So that's no good. And now he rolls 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Two shields and 3 hits and a blank, but he got enough to block it. So that's the end of Maverick's turn. And now it's Dum Dum's and Vic's turn. We got natural N. 2 damage markers from among squad creatures. Alright. He's gonna turn. He's just gonna attack Scrapper. So that's gonna be 6. No, 5. Oh, it's actually worse than that. 5 superiority. If a mech he's attacking has no damage, he gets +1 power. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 base, +1 for target prioritization. So that's 4 hits. Four hits, a shield, and a blank. So we got 4 hits. Scrapper goes to roll for his defense, and it'll be 3 + 1 for elevation. He got 1, and then he got +1. Oh no. I get to roll 2 sets of this stuff. Reinforced cockpit. Well, the first one I did was better. This is 3 hits and a blank, which is no good. So I'm going to stick with that. So then it'll be the 1 hit to the 1 shield. Plus I get 1 unblockable. Plus I get 1 for... push it past its limits. Ignore 1. So then I'll just take 1. So Scrapper takes 1, and now let's do it again. So that'll be 5, base 5, plus 1 more. 2. 2 hits, 3 shield, and a blank. So that's 2 hits. Scrapper's got 3 plus 1. This was the first set. 1 shield. The second set. Nothing. So that'll be 1 plus the 1 automatic. So nothing. Wow. Alright, now Riot Platform number 9. Riot Platform engaged. Oh, Iron Sentinel didn't take any damage, so I'm gonna remove a damage marker from him. Oh my god. Ah. Riot Platform. So what's 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So can he move 4? So he's here. So I'm gonna take this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that'll be 4. 2 hits. 2 shields. So he blocked it. Was there more to that? Lockdown targeting if it did not move. No, it did. Alright. That's the end of round 8. As the damaged drones and armor plating are cleared from the battlefield, technicians notice strange crystalline growths. Maybe I can show you guys. Strange crystalline growths. There we go. Yeah, they're all over the battlefield. Yeah, that's what the miniature looks like. The crystalline growths, if you guys look in the bottom right corner, they're here. They're here. I thought I had one other, and then there was one right here. I guess that was it. Yeah. There. Oh, and right behind Riot Platform number 9. Crystalline growths embedded within fractured metal. The formations jut out from torn steel like jagged shards, forcing their way to the surface. These crystals are not corrosion and do not match any known material reaction. Engineers flag the fragments for later study. Okay. Maverick. They call me Maverick. Alright, Maverick, the pit fighter. Can you guys see that? The pit fighter? There we go. Notice how he's got pit fighter on his, it says like pit, and then on his screen it's got like a scratched out like how many kaiju he's killed. Pit fighter pilot. You may play pit fighter pilot only if a creature was damaged this turn. Move an artifact you control up to 4 spaces. It gains +2 defense until your next turn. Let's see, I'm gonna have Scrapper. I'm just gonna have Scrapper attack the Deathwalker in 9000. Yeah, we're gonna try to keep attacking him. So it'll be 5, 4, +1 for the elevation. Oh no, he's not rolling so good against this guy. 1. You got one hit. And then the Deathwalker's got 6 defense. Oh, he's got, if that was a hit, that would have been great, but he got 1, so that was enough to block it. And now it's Vic's turn. I'm gonna get a Snare of the Skies. Squad you control, range greater than 1 gets +2 range, +1 attack. Too bad the squad's dead. I probably should have used, like, been drawing those earlier. Around the same time I had the squad creature show up. That's alright. I didn't know. Oh man, I'm fading fast. Vic pilots the Deathwalker. If he did not move, he can attack twice, so let's do that. So it's gonna be 6 again. Oh, it's gonna be 7. Go to attack Scrapper. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. 4 hits. 1 blank and 2 shields. Scrapper goes to roll his defense. 3 plus 1 more. But that was nothing, so we're gonna roll the second set. 1. So that was 1 hit, 1 automatic shield, and 1 ignore damage, so he only takes 1. Alright. And now it's Riot Platform number 9, the id 209. Moving through here. Maybe he gets closer. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is, you guys. The junkyard battle. A hole in the fence. Okay. It's gonna be 4. 2 shields, 1 hit. Should I only 3? Master of the Meltdown. Crew. Scrapper. Fragile but fierce. Well, he got it because it's 1 automatic block. Alright, now I advanced the turn tracker marker to round 9. I haven't been doing good in the second half of the battle here. Upon closer inspection of the Crystallis. Maybe the Riot Platform looks at that one that was in front of him. Upon closer inspection, the Crystallis. Reveals angular material. The structures fuse directly into the steel, as if the metal itself began to crystallize. The lattice grows faintly beneath the surface of the alloy. Technicians assume the effect is caused by an experimental material or extreme combat stress. No one considers that the change may come from something beyond the physical world. Makes you think, huh? Alright. The gameplay objective still stands. Defeat Riot Platform number 9. Back to you, Maverick. We get the final card, and it's so cool. They're fuel tanks. Fuel tanks for your mech. Remove up to 3 damage markers from a friendly artifact creature. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spell cards in my hand. I'm going to use the... You see, First Strike doesn't work that well because the Iron Sentinel has so much defense. and I haven't been able to hurt him. Alright. Scrapper agility. Does not take leaving engagement attacks. I'm gonna break engagement. Oh no. Yeah, I'm gonna break engagement. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's gonna try to sneak up behind the Riot Platform number 9. So it's 4 plus 1 more for the Drift Prodigy. And then I'll activate the tactical action. Well, I technically should have done that before I moved, but whatever. Tactical action. Remove up to 2 damage markers. It gets +1 attack. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Plug it in. So, no damage now. So it'll be 4 plus 1 more. 5. Two hits. Two shield. That's it. He blocked it all. So that's the end of Maverick's turn. Now it goes to Vic and Dum Dum. We got ourselves a Titanic Growth. A creature you control within 6 clear sight spaces of green planeswalker gets +3 attack until end of turn. I'm gonna give that to the Sentinel. So it's gonna be 7, 8, 9, 10 attack to Scrapper. He's gonna shoot it right through the. Can he actually do it? No. He'll have to move. So we won't be able to do it twice. But he's gonna just go 1, 2, and now he's got this little corridor along the back, which he can shoot. Maybe this guy will jump down. He'll shoot right at him. Those Deathwalkers, man. 5 hits. 5 hits. And Scrapper's not going to get any defense dice for health and elevation because they're at the same elevation. 2 sets. 1 plus 1 automatic 1 plus I block 1, so that's 3 damage. Ooh, that's half of Scrapper's life. Oh no, I should have used the hidden enchantment. And now the Riot Platform turns and engages. Shoots down. Scrapper. 3. One plus 1 automatic 1, and then I don't get another one because I already used it. So he takes 4 damage on Scrapper. Ah! Alright, last turn. Round 10. Now I take the alert marker, alert tracker marker, and I move the dice to 10. I usually do it at the end of the round, but let's do it now. I gotta lock that in. Does it happen at the beginning or the end? Round 10, victory or defeat. Riot Platform number 9 destroyed, or Maverick survives. Defeat condition. Maverick is destroyed. Game over. No more army cards to roll. So I'm going to hidden enchant with the holographic emitters. And then I'll do the what is it? The repair drones to remove half the damage on me. Let's see. And then I'll also equip my fuel tanks. Remove 3 damage markers from a friendly artifact creature. Does that mean him? So I only got 1 damage. And then yeah, I'm just gonna attack with Scrapper. Scrapper moves in and he goes to punch the Riot Platform. One hit. It's just 1. The platform blocks. 1. So that's it. Now it's Vic's turn. He actually doesn't have line of sight, so he'll have to move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Moves close to Scrapper. Oh yeah. This will be 5. 6. No, not a J. No, so it's just 25. Oh, dude, it was all 5. It's all 5. All 5. That triggers the first hidden enchantment, the holographic emitter. Holographic emission. Flip it over, gets +5 defense, then destroy it. So this is gonna be 8 dice. I'm gonna roll. All comes down to this. So it's 5, so it's block 2, and then I 1 automatic hit, and then I'm able to null out 1 of the hits, so I only really take 2 damage. Wow, that's half of his life, and then here it is, repair drones. Flip repair drones over when this artifact is damaged, so I just took some damage. You may remove damage equal to half of its starting life total, which I guess that is the Riot Platform right there. Of Scrapper. Can Scrapper see the crystal? Yeah, everybody looking at the crystal. So maybe Maverick, right? Maverick jumps out of his mech. I'll put Maverick right there. Maverick there, talking to the camera. Maverick. Maverick, he speaks. So the final battle against Riot Platform number 9, the scrapyard falls quiet. Emergency crews begin recovery operations. Maverick. Not a Titan. Not yet. But I felt it. The weight. The motion. This is how we start. 1 step. 1 fight. Until we're ready, Maverick walks through the debris field. Among twisted metal and shattered plating, something catches his eye. The crystal. We have to put the crystal there. That crystal. A fragment of scrap fractures open. The deep purple crystal formation glowing faintly beneath the surface. It's warm to the touch, not molten, not electrical, something else. Maverick says, What the hell is this? A nearby technician shrugs. This guy. The technician, he walks by, he shrugs. Probably some weird alloy reaction. That scrapyard's metal been through a lot over the years. Especially the meltdown and all. Maverick studies the crystal again. For a moment, the surface seems to shimmer. Then it fades. The technician pulls him away. Recovery work continues. The crystal remains embedded in the steel, unnoticed, unexplained. Somewhere, far beyond the yard, something stirs. Alright. Wow! Interesting. Alright, is this the button? That's the button. Alright, you guys, so that's the game I had cooked up. Yeah, it's kinda hard. I have to like jump onto the table to the camera. Oh, I guess we're all done filming, so I can. I guess yeah, we're all done filming, so I can move the camera up. So that's the game, you guys. So thanks for hanging out with me on this St. Patrick's Day. It was very interesting to kind of have this in my mind, crystals and the junkyard and the metal, and I didn't know. I wanted it to be challenging. I didn't know it was going to be so challenging with the bad dice rolls that we wouldn't be able to finish the game. But I mean, was Maverick supposed to be able to destroy those machines? No, but he definitely was able to survive. However, we're not going to necessarily see Maverick and Scrapper too much more. Scrapper really was kind of an intro to this whole thing. We might have Scrapper come back, but really he's destined for something greater. So we're going to be using some more of the Pacific Rim extinction models. So we've got even bigger. So you think about, we have humble beginnings, starting off with something small here in the junkyard, but we're about to go save the city. So stay tuned. Probably going to take a break for a little bit, but just to kind of collect my thoughts and make sure that the game runs smoothly. I've got some work to fix some of my army spell cards, and army cards, I guess. And we'll be back for some more. So let me know in the comments section below if you like what you see here. The Pacific Rim movie, it did seem like they are gonna maybe come out with a third movie. With all the action in Hollywood right now, they're coming out with a Voltron movie. They're coming out with a Gundam movie. Do you think that a Pacific Rim movie might come back out? I think they had some plans for it to come out in 2025, but as we all know, because of the writer's strike and stuff, nothing really came out good last year. So I think about the different kinds of stories and the things that I have floating around in my head. They're just as good as anything coming out of Hollywood these days. So thanks for hanging out with me. This is Maverick, signing off. Thanks, everybody. Catch you later.